3, 2, 1.
Hello and welcome to another edition of Stuffed Dublin. I'm Pip, this is Alan, and this week we're trying Italian food. So we went to our local Italian wholesaler.
We did.
And we picked up a few of these lovely treats here. And we got some pastas and coffee and some sweets. So we're going to try those and tell you what we think.
Absolutely. So we have 2 pastas. We also have some really nice sourdough bread that was made locally. And we have some sweets and coffee. In that order.
Let's
get to it. Where would you like to begin? We start with the bread, maybe?
Yeah, okay, bread. So we got some, what's the bread? Sourdough bread?
It is sourdough bread, so I'll talk a little bit about this because sourdough bread is popular enough in Italy. It's really, really tasty, but like that, it is sour. So what we're doing here is dipping it in olive oil and salt, which is common in Italy as kind of a before dinner sort of a starter.
Yeah, like in a lot of restaurants you might get breadsticks, or like if you're in an Indian restaurant you might get poppadoms. In Italy you get some bread with some olive oil and salt.
It's lovely. You can see how aerated it all is here. That's a really good sign. That's, you know, when the dough is beautiful, when it's full of air. So this was made in Dublin, and it's available down in Stony Batter. So pick it up if you like sourdough bread. This is really, really nice. Drop us a message if you want to know exactly where to get it. So it's lovely. So we move on to a pasta. Yeah,
well, technically I think I don't know if one of them is counted as a pasta because it's made out of potatoes.
Oh, true.
Well, anyway, we'll go with this pasta, which is this one here. It's called Pipe Rigate. Is that what it's called? Yes. And it's quite funny shaped, but I think it looks like a face.
It kind of does. So I was looking into this, and I'm going to put some sauce on this. Well, this is just Pip's sauce, so I'm going to pop it onto the taste. But so this pasta is from southern Italy. It supposedly is around since like Roman times, maybe, and it's got, obviously, the shape of it allows it to collect ragu in it and stuff. So it's really good for, supposedly very, very good for collecting sauce and stuff. Okay.
Sauce is quite spicy. Sorry about that.
It's lovely. Really nice. I can see exactly why. That would be really good at collecting sauce. It is very spicy.
Because one end is closed while the other's open. So.
Okay, well, because that's so spicy, I'm going to have to open a drink.
Oh. We were planning to have the drink a little bit later.
Okay, so that was gorgeous. Next up, I would like to try the Naki. I always pronounce this wrong, so if you want to...
Let's do it.
Cool.
Naki, I believe, is made from potato.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Apparently it's popular enough to fry this as well. I've not had gnocchi in quite some time. I might have had it when I was in Italy.
That was the last time I had it. I'm not the hugest. I'm not the biggest fan of gnocchi.
We get a thing called like boxty, which is potato based, and it's kind of like a little bit like pasta. I would say that's quite similar to that. I'm not so certain that I would be a huge fan of that, but I'd say that's also partially down to the fact that we may have made it wrong. Hey, look, we screw up.
I don't think it's necessarily made wrong. I just think because I boiled it first for a few minutes and then I fried it, but I didn't know how long to leave it.
No.
So it might not be fully fried.
Yeah, I'd give it a 6 out of 10 for me. What about for you?
Probably a 4, but I'm not the biggest fan of gnocchi, so.
Okay, so...
But the other one, probably like an 8. It was really nice. I love pasta though.
Yeah.
Like, I've had carbonara in like...
A tour of carbonara.
12 different countries now. I love it.
Okay, so I'd like to try some crisps, if that's cool. So these are called Fonzies. Apparently they're quite a popular brand. They're around since the 80s. And I spoke to a friend of ours, Andrea, who is from Italy during the week, and he had all these tips for things that we should try, which was really cool. And I'm sorry, we're probably not doing a good job of it here because he was so passionate about food, and it was really great. We were speaking for like an hour about it. And then when we went to buy stuff, some of the things that they had, you know, we got everything that we could, but some of the stuff he recommended they didn't have. So, but this is one of the things that he said. They're like Cheetos and they're really, really nice. So let's give it a go. Pour out your hand there.
I don't need to.
Okay.
Some landed in my lap.
So in terms of the shape of these, I'm going to see if you can see them there. They are very like knickknacks is what we get here. And I love knickknacks, so I'd say these are going to be very, very nice.
Andrea is passionate about food. You're passionate about opening the food.
To be fair, it is actually very, very nice.
They're still falling off me.
Don't worry, we'll get those. I could definitely eat the whole bag of these. And I could dip them in things, like sauces.
I think they'd be really nice when you go to the movies or something, when the time allows.
And the texture of them is just like knickknacks, like I said, which are some of my favourite crisps. They are like Cheetos as well. I love corn snacks. I think they're semolina based flour. As I said, big since the 80s, so they get a big thumbs up from me.
Yeah, they're delicious.
So I'm going to make the Naki because that's the Naki we tried there, by the way.
Yeah, just put it in the front there. We're out of shot.
Oh, good.
I'm having more of this.
Okay, cool. So we also have some snacks and some coffee. And I've been waiting all day to try this coffee. I've been waiting for like my second coffee of the day. So I'm going to go make that very quickly. And then we're going to try these, I think. Millefoglie, I probably messed that up, and Grisbí. Okay, I'll back in a second. Okay, so I've made an espresso with this. So this is a coffee from northern Italy. Apparently it's around since 1882. It's pretty popular over there. We don't see it so much here. It's usually Lavazza that we get here. Although, like, Italian coffee is probably one of my favourite types of coffee. I always tend to seek it out. So, Fonzies Vergnano. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. I'm sorry. But we're going to try that with some sweet treats.
Alan has said to me on more than one occasion, usually when we're in Italy, that if he didn't have to spend his time here doing what we do, he'd retire to Italy and spend his days drinking coffee and eating cheese.
And olives.
And olives. Can't forget the olives. We
should have got olives.
I did suggest olives when we were in the place.
Okay, next time we'll have to get olives.
I did.
That's a really nice coffee. It's I can't do a close up maybe without pouring. Okay, it looks like coffee. It's gorgeous.
Thought you were giving me some.
Yeah. Would you like to taste it?
No, I'll sniff it. It smells nice.
Yeah. So definitely that's a thumbs up from me as well. I would give that a 7 or 8 out of 10 in terms of coffees to try. I picked that up in Dublin as well. So
would you like to have one of these pastries, or would you like a biscotti with your coffee?
Let's do pastry. So these ones are from, am I wrong? Yeah. These ones are from Vicenza. And the ones that we're just about to open are Millefoglie. I'm probably saying that wrong. But it's puff pastry rolls filled with hazelnut cream.
I figured we'd share one rather than having one each.
Millefoglie, can you help us? Put it down in the comments.
Phonetic would be helpful. Okay, so this is what it looks like. It looks like a sausage roll, but sweet.
Yeah.
Like it looks glazed.
Yeah.
It looks really nice.
It does look glazed.
Doesn't it?
Yeah. I'm very excited about the... Yeah. I'm going to do ASMR on this. Wow. Wow. That's Really nice. 10 out of 10 for those. Absolutely gorgeous.
I love puff pastries.
So, Millefoglie d'Italia, it's actually, it's from Vicenza. So actually, these are both from the same company. I didn't realise that. So both Vicenza. We were in Vicenza not too long ago, visiting a friend of ours.
2 years ago, before Corona.
Yeah, who teaches martial arts there, and we look forward to going back again. So I'm going to eat this and drink my coffee, and then we will
I will open the biscotti.
Yeah, cool.
They're for espressos. You have an espresso.
Can't remember if I mentioned, but this coffee is from northern Italy. So
you did mention that as well.
Turin, which is where our friend Andrea is from as well. So
these are the biscottis.
Yeah. Now Andrea did say that these are really, really nice.
Yeah.
They get his full seal of approval. So I don't know what to expect from them though. Will they be soft in the middle? I
reckon they're going to be solid.
They look like a brownie to me.
You got a coffee filling, don't they?
Chocolate sort of espresso coffee filling. They definitely look nice. So I'd give this like an 8, maybe a 7 or 8, 7.5. And these are just 10, 12, maybe 12 out of 10.
I don't know. I like them equally, I think.
Yeah.
They're very different, but they're lovely.
Tomorrow morning I'll definitely be having a
pastry with your coffee.
Yeah. I'll be having espressos, and I will be having more of these. I'll have them gone by lunchtime.
I'll fight you for them.
So I think it goes without saying that my favourite thing today was the
pastries,
the millefeuille, which I can't pronounce. But there you go.
Well, my favourite thing was this lovely, delicious pasta, which pasta. I have been picking away at.
Very good.
Every time there has been some sort of commotion.
Cool. Well, that's everything for today. Thanks again for all of the recommendations. Thanks, Andrea, for your recommendations, and thank you for watching. If you have recommendations for other Italian foods we should try, please let us know in the comments.
Or any other types of food. It doesn't have to be Italian. But yeah, please leave comments. Tell us what you want us to try next.
See you next time.
Bye.